To be green means that you understand what's going on in the world, ecologically, environmentally, and pretty much doing something about it. I mean, everyone wants to think that they know what's happening, but to be honest, they're not doing anything about it. They're not making the right move. So to really have the mentality of being green means that you're taking on the responsibility of taking care of our world and everything that you do, whether it be turning off a light, whether it be carpooling or taking taxis, anything that can really benefit the world, I think, is being green.
Green. Like for me, I don't know, I've always had like strong views on what being green really means. Like, as a kid, I remember like growing up in Mitchell's Lane, we were always like told, switch off the lights and like, don't forget to close this, don't waste water. So over the years, like consciously, I was always aware of what I'm doing. Until today, I'm always like telling people, you don't have to leave the lights on, you know, just trying to create awareness about it. I think the government definitely doesn't pull their weight when it comes to going green and stuff. Normally you see organizations and other types of groups trying to implement more awareness, but honestly, like, I know we can save a lot if we all like use, there's a lot of stuff that's out in the market now, like solar power batteries that you can still use if you're going out to the bush or whatever and you want to use your match. But I don't know, I don't understand why people don't get it. It's like, I don't know, it's actually quite deep.
I mean, one thing that's a real factor in South Africa is pollution. I mean, we don't normally want to notice it, but it's definitely there. You go to a taxi rank, you go into the general rural areas, there's just severe pollution, and that's borderline based on ignorance. But because people don't see the full-on extent of a small action of throwing something on the floor, they continue to do it. And that's the biggest thing that I've seen when it comes to SA. Our worst problem is that we're not thinking ahead. We're not thinking 50, 60 years from now, just how much of an impact throwing an ice cream wrapper outside of a taxi window can be. And that for me is something that I personally am always looking at and shaking my head.
It's just a matter of looking out for the environment and people, and obviously it's gonna change a lot if we start going green, because like you said, there's a lot of pollution and stuff going on at the moment, and people need to really consider, it takes like 5 minutes a day, like, to recycle. Just put your plastics together, your papers, your cardboard, whatever. Just like the simple things that if a lot of us start doing together will make a big impact.